Hello and welcome to my series on daily practice. My name is Jem, and my series on daily practice has to do with how having structure and having a boundary for what you want to do is really crucial to doing it. Whether you're coming in on something that is very new to you, or you're a seasoned professional, having this knowledge will help you focus on what you're interested in. I'm looking at myself as an artist in the past 55 years. While I have been effective for myself as an artist, I have done absolutely nothing to sell it, except dabble and try to push things on people and put myself out there when I was very young, doing different styles of artwork, calligraphy, all kinds of different things. But it wasn't a daily practice for me. It was just something that I did occasionally, and I flipped all over the place, from watercolor painting to pastels to pen and ink, nature art, leaves, leaf rubbing, and putting them in wax paper, different kinds of art and materials. I've done a lot of black and white, and I've never really made it a daily practice. Some of my works are really small. I did a lot of really tiny works, and then an artist friend of mine that I used to work for in New York and in New York City said, go big. And she was having me stretch and fit and cover canvases that were anywhere from 2 feet to 6 by 8 feet to, there was one that was 10 foot by 12 foot, quite large. She would get the stretcher, I would have the tools, and I would stretch the canvas one staple at a time, and then paint it with gouache or whatever it is, with a coating so that it was available for use, and not just one but 3 coatings, so that it was really a finished, ready to go canvas. Because it's hard to purchase a 10 foot by 12 foot canvas ready to go, but it's much easier to pay somebody to make one for you. That said, I didn't have a daily practice then, but I witnessed that she did. And while I wanted to do similar things, what I offered her was constantly having a canvas to work on. So every day she could put energy into it and rotate pieces. It's really important in whatever endeavor you have to start with a structure. If, say, you're interested in stonework and you've never done stonework before, I strongly encourage you to lay out on paper what stonework is, what you want to do with it, and set yourself up with observing, looking at different stonework every day, having something that you do with stonework, setting yourself up, starting with 5 minutes, increasing it to 8 or 10 minutes, increasing it to 15, 30, an hour, 2 hours, 5 hours, whatever it is. Start small and work up, but commit to having a daily practice, which is important for getting your whatever you're interested in going forward. Once you have that and you're in the routine of that, then it becomes easy, and then you can add things in, hone your skill, do whatever. Almost a year ago, I didn't have a daily practice in artwork, and I hadn't for many years. I had actually left it sit for 15 to 20 years, and while I had a lot of pieces that were unfinished, I couldn't see myself going there. So I needed to come back to the drawing board, start from scratch, and claim automatically that I was going to be in a daily practice. I had a lot of inspiration to start with something, and what I started with was a circle with a dot in the center, or a circle with a smaller circle in the center, in pen and ink, which I'm holding my favorite pen. These are Uniball Vision Elite Fine Point, which works great for me for that. And the paper at first was sketch paper, and now I've got paper that is meant for pen and ink and doesn't bleed. Not that you're an artist, but having a daily practice is really important. I claimed a folder for myself and called it Daily Practice. And every day for several weeks, I would work on one piece. And then I decided to expand, because if I stick with one piece, I know for myself that I get bored with the same thing over and over, and I needed to change it up. So my subject matter wasn't there. What I was doing was starting either in the center or outward with large circles, and then making smaller and smaller until it felt natural and I had no subject matter. It wasn't until I was 3/4 finished that I actually saw what was coming through me. And it was having that daily practice, having that every day, and having several pieces going, that I could sit with it. If I didn't feel like that was going, I could flip and look at another one. And I could keep flipping and looking at another one until at one point I had 19 pieces going at the same time. And I could flip through and work on all of them and either finish one or not, as I chose. And as time went, I kept going with this until I ran out of energy on it, and I still have several pieces that are incomplete. But initially I thought, I want to give myself at least 5 to 8 pieces to have a show. Ideally, I wanted 30 pieces to be able to have a show. Now I have over 80 pieces to put towards a show, but I'm not done with it. My focus is elsewhere, and that's all on hold. My focus being, I'm not forcing anything. I've got a lot of what I want. I'm not doing a show with it yet. It will be on my website, and going forward, pieces will be available for a fixed price or a fixed base price, and I will see where that goes. My website is not up and running yet, and other things are. If you want to know more about consistency and daily practice and what it means to you, first maybe you want to understand what blocks you or what keeps you from that, and look at my other videos on communication, on skills, on following your dreams, on how to meet people or connect. There are several other videos in the social series that may be things that you need before you can get to having a daily practice. But I want to strongly encourage you, if you don't have that thing and you're not consistent with it and you don't have that routine, you may be shortchanging yourself from something that would be really beautiful to give to the world or to share with your friends. And this will give you the backing and support going there. So thank you for watching. Consider subscribing if it's something you're interested in, and I will have a video every day not every day, every week going forward, and see where this goes. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to sharing more with you.